let's use a couple of these. And let's see if we can come up with a sentence. And then that's going to lead us into our last step. Okay? So which one should we use? Which subject should we use for our sentence? Let's pick one subject and one verb. Water? Okay. We'll do water, and what verb should we use?
Move.
Move? Alright. Let's see if we can come up with a sentence.
In the river, the water moves.
In the river, the water moves. Write that down here. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a sentence that's in the book. We're just like what Danny did. Came up with a sentence that not necessarily is in the book. So let's write that down. So Danny, you said in the water.
No, in the river, the
Or
water
in the river,
moves.
right? Wait, did you say water in that?
In the river, the water moves.
Yeah, I'm gonna write this down, and I want to see if what you can pick that I did right and what I did wrong. Okay? I might not write a complete sentence.
Capitalize it, set it up. When it gets done.
So in the water or in the river, the water moves.
And put spaces.
Oh, good job, Daniel.
What did I say?
Alright. Is that good?
Give a capital sentence, capital word, you didn't put the, or you didn't put
What's wrong with the first letter?
not capital.
Why does that have to be capital?
Because it's not a sentence.
Being in a sentence? So I need a capital here?
Yes.
Alright. Now is it good?
No.
Cassie, is it good?
Yeah.
Am I missing anything?
Yeah, you are.
What am I missing?
End function.
And punctuation. What should we use?
Period.
Question mark, exclamation point, or period?
Period.
We can use whatever you want.
Do a period or an exclamation point.
Exclamation point. What exclamation point? Alright? So in the river, the water moves. Alright. Did anyone write this example down? On the paper? Did you write this down? Daniel, did you write it down? You were the one that came up with the idea. This is one of your examples. So
You know you're getting graded on this, Daniel?
which one's the subject, Daniel?
River.
Whoa.
Which one did we pick? So just go ahead and write an S. That's going to be our subject. Alright? Let's see. Corbin. Which one is the verb in the sentence? Moves. Alright, so make sure we write that down on our notes.
What?
Alright. How about, let's see if we can come up with another one. Who would like to come up with another sentence? What other word would we like to use with what we have here? Or do you want to pick another word from the section? Bond? Alright. Shh, so pay attention. We're going to use bond on this next sentence. And what verb should we use?
Pull.
Cool? Alright. So we're going to use bond as a subject and pull as a verb.
Chemical bond got pulled by a gas.
Let's see if someone else can come up with an idea. Or just start the sentence at least. We like to start the sentence with bond.
Daniel pulled himself out of the cabin.
But it doesn't have bond in it though.
Daniel pulled the bond out
We're not bonding is like sticking together, right? You're coming together, so. Or Daniel, say what was your example again? That you were saying bond, about bond.
I was like, scientists pulled apart the bond.
The scientists pulled apart the bond. We'll put that down. Let's see if we come up.
It doesn't make sense though.
Let's put it down because we got to go through the last step, right? Okay. I'm gonna write this down and then I'm gonna tell you what the S means. Okay.
The scientists pull apart the chemical bond.
Let's do the first one though, because that'll help us with the next step is. Okay. So you said the scientists pull apart the bond. Alright, go ahead. Let's be writing this down. Alright. Alright, so the scientists pull apart the bond. Natalie, what's the first, actually, before I get to that, let me tell you what S means and then I'll ask you that question. Well, the S means search and check. Okay? So search and check is the S. So search and check is the S. So go and write that down so you can finish the pen strategy. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be searching our sentence to see if it meets the qualifications, meets those 5 steps, right? Alright, now what was we have our first step? And what's that? The capital. Let's see, Cassidy, do we have our second step, which is in punctuation?
Yeah.
Alright. Joseph, do we have our third step, which is what?
Note the word. Yes, we do.
Do we have, so the first one would be our subject, right? So do we have a subject?
Yeah.
Which one's our subject?
Bond.
Bond.
And actually in this one we kind of have like 2, don't we? Because we have scientists. The scientist is a person, right? So you can actually put an S for that too. Alright. And what's our next one? Luke? After and what's pool? What part of the verb? Right? Verb. Alright. Are we done now?
Yeah.
Or is there one more step?
There's one more step.
Is there one more step again?
That's big sense.
What did Luke say? It has to make sense. So even we have the capital, we have in
I
punctuation.
said that.
Oh, did you say Daniel?
Now I say.
And we have a subject and verb. Now does it make sense? Who thinks it makes sense?
I do. God.
That kind of makes sense?
The
The
scientists
scientists pull apart the bond.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh. It kind of does, but what can we do to maybe
Chemical
complete?
bond.
What can we do to? What did you say, Daniel?
Chemical bond.
The chemical bond.
I
Well,
said
let's see if that would make it. Let's see if we. So scientists pull apart the chemical bond.
something like
That makes
Is
sense.
that? Hey, well, look up here.
What's chemical bond?
A chemical bond. See, we learned that. What lesson was that? Was that lesson 4, I think?
Lesson 4 and 5. Lesson 3 and 4.
Lesson 3 and 4.
Wasn't that broke, dude?
Okay, you probably have a better definition I would have, or explain a chemical bond. What would a chemical bond be?
Chemical bond is just any time 2 elements combine together to become another substance. Like water is a chemical bond. You have 2 hydrogen atoms bonding with an oxygen atom through a covalent bond to become a new item, to become a new not an element but a new substance.
So it's impossible to pull apart that.
Yeah.
What was that?
So it's impossible to pull that apart.
Let's see. Well, what do you think, Kathy?
What?
Would this sentence make sense? Scientists pulled apart the chemical bond.